What up YouTube, it's me, your favourite Steve. How you doing? It is Monday the 27th of September. It's down there. I just did like a clip before this of like a 2 minute rant and I just deleted it because I've just come on the laptop and like everything's open. My daughter's been on the weekend doing homework or something, and the amount of stuff that's just open and I don't know what it is and why it's there. It's like, just close the stuff down. It's just everything. Just everything's just left. It's so much like a mom. Well, I'm not going to go into it. Anyway, weekend sales. Now, I did the video on. I did that video when I was questioning whether I wanted to maybe get a part-time job. I think it was Wednesday. You know, I think I don't need to get a part-time job. It's just a thing of, you know, I like the treasure hunting part of reselling, and you know, I'm having to get to a point where I'm like, I've got to be sensible and not like source whenever I want to. You know, you've got to keep some money for bills, yada yada yada, all the sensible shit. And all I was like thinking was, oh, well, maybe I could get a job, part-time job, have that for my bills, and then all the other money is for eBay and sourcing and treasure hunting. So that was kind of my mindset, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna. We'll see. But this weekend, since then, I must have opened up something to the eBay gods, because I've had my best weekend of the year by far. I had 3 close to £200 days, so 160, 170, 180 pound days, pretty much all the way through the weekend. It was just non-stop. So yeah, I'll go through it. I also I've mentioned it that I've gone back to doing bids for stuff that's I do 5 a day of stuff that's been there for over a year. Just putting them on bids, and then just if they don't sell, they're relisting. A lot of stuff's gone out on bids as well, but not for a lot of money. But you know, it's still money. Money's back in my pocket, kind of thing. So what we'll do is we'll go through the clothing first, because there's a big bag of clothing. So right, up first, some Ben Sherman trousers. Let's have a look. I've left some things over there as well, which I'll get in a bit. So we've got some Ben Sherman trousers. These cost me £2. I only recently got them. It's not been that long. From like a cancer research £2 rack. Yeah, not a lot of money in the wool blend, I think. Ben Sherman chinos, £2. They went for 6, so not a lot of money in them. Yeah, it went for 6, so I made profit on there. So they were the bids. This one sold like last night. I've had this for a while. I think I had a few of them. I think I had two of these this colour, and then I think I had another one, another kind of bluey colour. But a Cotswold collection and tartan plaid pleated skirt. This sold on promotion as well, so I would have had a promotion fee on it. But yeah, I've had this for way over a year. It's just not. I've got so much other stuff that's been on for a year that this just hasn't come to be going on bids. But yeah, £2 this cost me. They went for £20. I think they're originally on for 25, and I took the best offer of 20. So yeah, £20 on them. This is definitely bids, but it's like a £5 back in my pocket, I think. A Timberland coat that's been on for way over a year. So yeah, Timberland weather gear coat cost me £4.99. It sold on bids for £4.99. You know, it's three or £4 back in my pocket after fees. This one, a rugby top. I think it's Leinster or something. Where are you? Yeah, Leinster rugby Canterbury top. I'm not a rugby person, so I couldn't tell you what league they're in or anything like that. But that cost me £4. I got it because I like sports tops and stuff like that. I thought, you know, It's worth a punt. It cost me 4, it's gone for 15. This one, I had this for a while. This actually got bid up. Now I think that it's genuine Polo Ralph Lauren. If you look, tags sewed in. It's definitely genuine Polo Ralph Lauren. The only thing I'm worried about is that on the back. I don't know whether somebody's had that done, but it's been shown on the photos. It's been listed again for way over a year. But I put it on for £1.99 with bids. It got bid up to £11.50. But yeah, it cost me 3. It went for £11.50. So that actually got bid up, which I was happy about. These are beat up. These are on the photos. They're shown that they're pretty beat up. Man, there. Versace Sport, and I bought these ages ago. And I bought them and I've seen Versace Sport again. I've never picked it up again because it just seemed like a lot of work. And these didn't sell. Yeah, Versace Sport, waist 40-inch waist. They cost me £1. Someone bid them up to £2.70 from £1.99. So bids again. But, you know, this is stuff that's been sitting there for a year. It's not going anywhere. It's, you know, I've ended up getting the money back that I paid for. Well, not a little bit less, but you know what I mean. It's money back in my pocket that's just sitting in the shed and wasn't doing anything, so might as well. Another one for bids. These are 7.7. Again, never picked them up again. I think I had a quick look in the charity shop at the time. They're women's jeans. Yeah, I think I picked them up at the time. I think I had them on for like 20 quid. Never really had any traction on them. £2.99 they cost me, and they sold for £2.99 on bids. There is stuff I've made profit on, trust me. What's these? Again, another diesel pair of jeans. Cost me £4.25. They sold for £4.99 on bids. Diesel, wakey. I said a lot of stuff has gone out on bids. I will show you because I'm not going to make it like, you know, I've lost money on this stuff, but it's money, as I said, back in my pocket. I'm not going to hide it. M&S per una linen jacket. Cost me £4.99. It sold for £4.99. A Xantos denim jacket cost me £3.99. It went for £3.99. This one I liked because I originally paid, you know, I originally paid 8 quid for it. I put it on for 8 quid. It sold for 8 quid. It's 6 quid again. That was just sitting in the shed. But it's like it's really cheap. Alpaca blend Winsmore jacket. So I bought it for 8 quid. The thing is, I swear I've had that for way longer than a year. But yeah, I know it's gone through 2 winters and it hasn't sold. These ones, yeah, I was happy with these. These are going to, I think it's, so the name is actually in Chinese. The name's actually in Chinese, so it might be going to China. Oh. Jin, I'm not going to say the name. It says KR, so that might be Korea. Yeah, they're just some paintballing trousers. Somebody paid 30 quid, and I paid 60 quid in total with postage. These just cost me 3. These cost me 3 quid off a rack, and I was just like, you know, I thought they looked like motorcycle trousers, but they're actually paintballing trousers. So yeah, it cost me 3. They sold for 30. and then got 2 more bits of clothing on bids, and then there's other stuff, but it's not just bids they've gone for. Another Team GB polo shirt that went on bids for £1.99. It cost me £1. And then I think this is the, oh no, there's a hat as well that went on bidding. So an M&S St Michael cost me £3, went £2.99 on bids as well. So yeah, I know that seems like a lot, and it is. It's a lot of stuff that I've got rid of, but you know, when you add it up, it's stuff that was just sitting in the shed. It weren't doing nothing, and I've got, I don't know, 12, 17, 20, 25, 28, 32, 37, 39, 42, 50, right, 54 takeaway fees, so about 45, 40 quid that was just sitting there in the shed. But it's made up space, and I've got 40 quid. Then there was a kind of pork pie hat. I had a thing of buying these, and then I just stopped buying them because they're never really sold. But this one got bid up. I had a lot of offers on this, but they were just, I had it on for £2.99 bids, and I had a lot of offers at £3, and I was like, I have kind of a rule: if someone sends me an offer for double, I'll take it for double what I've put it on for bids. You know, I'll take double, but any less than that, I'm not going to do it. But that went for £4.20. But yeah, £3. Right. Now we've got my box of goodies. Some hotters. Now, these sold yesterday. I got all this stuff at the loft yesterday. Yeah, so these sold for £24.99. They cost me £5.95. And then I've got another pair which are basically the same, just I think a better condition than these, to be fair, and they sold for £20 in the same day with an offer that I'd sent to someone. So I'll show you these twice. So these went for 25, and then these went for 20, but not, they were in the loft. So yeah, 25 and £20 for them. Yeah, what I'm saying. A pair of Skechers. I think I might have showed you on a video the other day that I picked up some navy blue grey Skechers that I just got listed for 35. I think someone bought these outright for 35, I think. Yep, someone didn't even bother sending off for just £35, cost me a £5. Sami Zayn figure, that didn't go for much, I don't think. How much did that go for? That went for £8, cost me £1.25. Whoa, we've got a Disney mug. What did that go for? Disney mug cost me 99p. That went for £7. This went last night, just a bundle of 3 chunky black bangles from a haul that I probably got off Lex at some point. So yeah, broken down, that bundle had a cost of 54p. It's just some chunky bangles. 54p. I took the best offer of 6. A couple bits of jewellery and some badges as well. So we'll give it the jewellery. So I had quite a few of these necklaces in different colours. Again, it's off a bundle I've got off Lex. Yeah, and I just put them as like chunky heart-shaped beads. And then I think, what was I watching? I think it's got Russell branding and what's it called? Forgetting something. Let me Google it. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. There we go. And I saw someone on that film wearing a necklace like this. So I kind of researched. I was like, Hawaii. I think they're in Hawaii. I was like, oh, look at it. Found out that these were kind of kanuki nut beads. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it that. So I changed all the keywords on them. But yeah, this went for £7.50. That's like 87p when you break it down. Another chunky pearl necklace. Just a chunky faux pearl statement cream graduated pearl necklace. Cost me £1. That went for a tenner. Don't mind if I do. We've got some badges. And we've got some badges. Not a lot of badges this weekend. An ETB good badge, which I've had on for a while. Got a couple of them, I think. ETB good badge. That went for £3.99. We have a pause badge. Where are you? Where are you? A pause. Whoa. Pause charity badge. That cost me 33p. That went for £2.99. Still got loads of these. Camper van. Is it VW camper van badge? That went for £2.50. I think this is like a Belgian football team. Ostende or whatever, I don't know, Belgium pin badge. That cost me 19p. That for £2.99. And then I like to see the back of one of these because I've got a shit ton of them. They're kind of guardian angel pin badges with gems in. I've got crap loads of them. I like to see it when one sells. So that cost me 26p. That went for £2.99. So that's my badges. And then I've got 4 more things which were probably the best of the weekend. Second. Well, I'll leave them to there. I think I showed you on a haul video a while back. I got 2. No, I didn't get 2. So I'm trying to do. I'll just do it. This is the thumbnail. Yeah, good side. There we go. Found I moved some furniture to get some stuff out, and the cat's freaking found a silver ball, like a glittery ball that I found out for him. I got a kind of job lot of action figure toys from a fete we went to. Like we went to a cat charity fete that my wife talked me into going to, and she went, "Oh, there might be some stalls there." And I was like, "Go on then." And I was just like going through all these boxes of stuff like to find these toys. And then they ended up like loads of people surrounding me because the lady started saying, "Oh, what are you looking for?" Like, and stuff like that. What kind of stuff are you looking for? Or what I was looking for at the time, I'd picked up some World of Warcraft figures, and I'd seen one World of Warcraft figure, and I was like, "There's got to be more in there." I think I found another one, And then I just started picking up like chunky big figures like these. Didn't really have any kind of knowledge of what they were. I just thought they look good. They look good and they might be worth something. I think I must have showed you Doctor Strange one that sold last week. Well, these two are from the same haul. So when I broke it down, I think I've got about 12 figures, and they cost me a tenner. I think it was for the 12. So we got this one. It's a good-looking guy. Where are you? Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Deluxe Battle Cave Troll. 83p, that one for 35 quid. 35 quid for that, man. And then this one, this is Kingpin. I've seen him in Spider-Man, all the comics involving Marvel. But this one was weird. I sent some. It's happened a couple of times actually. Like the hotter shoes. Now I had an offer to send out for the hotter shoes. I'd had them both listed for 25 quid. I sent out an offer of 20. So I didn't take a best offer. I sent out an offer of 20 to someone. And then all of a sudden, after I'd sent that offer, within half an hour, the other one sold for the full price of 25 quid. And then the person then accepted the offer of 20. Like with this one, I was going back and forth. Somebody sent an offer for 25. I was like, I'm not sending it for 25. It was listed for 40. And then I went back with like 35 quid. They come back with like 27, and I said the least amount I'll take is 33, I think it was. 32, 33. It's kind of what I do. If I've got something on, I'll take like 7 or 8 quid off. But I might have gone down to 30 with a push, but I didn't really want to. But then all of a sudden, same day, as I'm going back and forth with this person, it sells for full price for 40 quid. I think it was actually while I was doing that video the other day. So yeah, Marvel Legends Face Off Kingpin black suit, and I shot for 40 quid. I think one had sold abroad for around 40, and that was one with a white suit. So kind of on both of those, it was kind of, you know, just guesswork on the price. But yeah, 40 quid, 83p that cost me. And then the last two, again, just a strange coincidence. Yesterday, while I was watching the Wolves game, I sent two different people watched a couple of Lightshades, and I sent offers out for them, and they sold. Which this one I am not looking forward to packing. I'm not looking forward to packing the slightest. So what have I? Vintage handmade 70s wooden rattan wicker pendant Lightshade. I've got another one that's like this that's been listed for a while, longer than this one, for I think it's 55 quid. This one's got like, it's got a lot of glue marks on it and stuff like that. I'm worried about packing it, I really am, because although it's not going to break, it could get squashed. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse. So I'm gonna cough out a bit of postage on this, but I've charged them 6. But that cost me 2 quid. Found it in a charity shop and it sold for 45. So well happy with that. Just hope it doesn't break in postage. And then the last and final one, I've got a little bit of hesitation on this. Like, what have I put? Fabric brocade, floral beige uplighter ceiling scallop edge light lampshade. So I've advertised it like that. So it's upside down and you kind of tie it in that way, and it sits like that. So it sits like that. It's an upside down thing there. And the person brought it and then messaged me saying, "Can you? I might not want it because I need the diameter." So I took photos of the measurements. I'd already had like a couple of measurement photos on there, and then they were saying they actually want it for a lamp. And I don't see how that's, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I don't see, it might do, but it's pretty big. But we'll see, but I'm worried about it coming back. Hopefully it doesn't. But this cost me £2.99 and that sold for 30 quid. So yeah, all in all, a really good weekend. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch type of thing, but yeah, maybe Q4's kicked in. I'm not 100%. But yeah, it was, I was surprised by the weekend, just non-stop. But it's now 10 to 2 on Monday and I haven't had a sale yet. So it's just the way it is, ain't it? But yeah, happy. Glad I had a good weekend. Just hoping it carries on. Hoping the momentum carries on, guys. On that wave, guys. Took the surfboard, I put it down, caught the wave. I'm riding the wave, guys. I'm hoping that I don't crash into that wave. Hope it's a smooth ride back across the wave onto the beach. That's what I'm hoping, guys. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But other than that, what else happened the weekend? Nothing. Apart from morons and petrol. I could really go on a major rant. It just, the media. I went a bit of a rant on Saturday night. I couldn't sleep. I ended up watching freaking videos, didn't I, of people being douches at petrol stations. And there was this video that I've watched a few times of Denzel Washington talking to the media and basically saying to the media like that they have a huge responsibility to not be the first to report news, but to be the factual ones that report news. So not just to be the first one to get the big headline, but to be factual and correct and stuff like that. Now, look, I'd seen a few people like saying, well, what do you expect the news to do? They're just reporting about what's going on, you know. But if that story wouldn't have come out, I think Thursday, Friday, about the petrol shortage, that I don't think there would have been an issue. Like, and you can say, oh, they're just reporting the news. And I'm double vaxxed. I'm sure you know that. I'm not anti-vax. I'm pro-choice. If you want to get vaccinated, get vaccinated. If you don't, I don't believe you should be made to get vaccinated in the slightest. Like me and my wife were discussing it the other day about if it comes to it, getting the kids vaccinated. I don't know whether I'd be very comfortable getting the kids vaccinated. My wife obviously worked for the NHS, so she's all, you know, she was very much like she would, but I don't know whether I would. I don't know whether you know, I just don't see the need to put like for me, for the wife maybe, put experiment on me all you want. I don't really care, but for the kids there, I just wouldn't be comfortable. So I'm not anti-vax. I've got double vax, but I am definitely, if you don't want to do it, I think it'd be different if the vaccination gave you complete immunity and you were incapable of spreading it if you got it. So if it was a thing of you gave me the vaccination and then I couldn't pass it on to anyone, but from what I gather is if I get the vaccination I can still pass it on to people. So there's not that much difference really. It's more that the vaccination's protecting me rather than your responsibility to protect others. That's the way I see it, type of thing. So I don't really see the need to be forcing people to get it. It's up to them. If they want the extra protection, that's fine. If they don't want the extra protection, that's their problem. Anyway, gone a massive rant. So look, there's gone a massive rant about COVID now. So during like the pandemic, there's been protests all over the country of millions of people, but millions in total, but thousands of people. There's ones in Wolverhampton, there's been ones in Birmingham, there's been ones in London, Manchester, all over the place. People like protesting against restrictions and protesting against lockdowns and vaccinations and all that, and you can call them conspiracy theories and whack jobs and stuff like that, and some of them are, I'm not going to freaking lie, but the news barely reported it. Like if there's protests, like when when there was all freaking feminists on the street wearing fanny hats, it was all over the news. But when everyone was protesting against the vaccination, nothing, nada, nothing. I remember there was one day I think there was like 100,000 people in London, and I remember I was like, let's see if they're reporting it on the news. I went on the news, nothing, not even mentioned, not even brought up. So they do have like the power to not report shit they don't want to report. That's just proof. So for me, especially with the petrol thing, you know exactly, like the media knew exactly what they were going to be doing. If you report, if you say they're struggling to get petrol at the petrol stations, but don't panic, what do you think everyone's going to do? You know what I mean? It's what do you think everyone's going to do? They're going to panic, aren't they? Don't worry about it though. But there is shortages, and we're struggling. The hauliers are struggling to get there. But don't panic. As long as you don't go mad, you'll be fine. So what does everyone do? Everyone goes mad. It's just stupid. It's just the media being the media. It just annoys me. Just all weekend, I've just been like, I don't watch the news anywhere near as much as I used to. Like when COVID first hit, I got halfway through, and when it got all freaking proper weird, like, I think people will look back in history, I think, and realise how much people lost their freaking mind during the lockdowns, with like all the protests, all the freaking lefty bullshit that was going on. You'll look back and you'll just be like, people lost their minds. There was a video the other day of like, I saw on Instagram, and it was a video that was going around at the time of like some woman doing exercises in the street. Like she's like going, yeah, and like doing exercise in the streets, and all the streets out like doing this weird exercise. And it's like at the time everyone's like, oh yeah, community, woo, yeah. But like you look at it now and it's like, what? You look back on that in 10 years going, what the was going on? What's this mad woman dancing in the street and everybody's following her? Anyway, but yeah, that was my weekend. We didn't do anything to save petrol, and then I think this week we're going to do the same thing. Apart from like Shell driving to work, I think we're going to do the same thing of just only doing stuff that we need to, and trying to be sensible with how much we use the car. Only take the kids to school, Shell go to work, and that's it. Until it freaking dies down. I'm hoping my thing was, I was hoping it would just be this weekend and then it would die down. But from what I can gather, the photos that I've seen, it's still, people are freaking mental. But yeah, but it was a good weekend eBay wise. I got rid of some old stock. I 4 pretty sweet sales as well, and then other stuff like the hot, 2 pairs of otters going for 20 and 25, the Lightshades, the figures. So all in all, a pretty good weekend. But yeah, I need to start packing it up. I need to start printing off labels. So for now, peace out, stay safe, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in my next video.